Welcome back! We're doing the thing.
We are.
We're doing mini Higurashi. Shion has not fallen off of the building yet, off of the Mayabara residence yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, stop spoiling the ending of the story.
I can't help it, okay? I can't help but tell you exactly what happens at all times so that I can help you solve this story.
Well, where are we now?
I think we're in the Furude Shrine. If I had to guess, if I had to take a wild guess, we're in the Furude Shrine. I'm not sure if this is gonna be Rika or Keiichi, but
man, if only there was some way to distinguish between characters that Higurashi had come up with.
That's rubbish. I wouldn't look. We should just play the PS3 version. So that tells us exactly who's speaking at all times. It's a superior version. Also, it's on Switch. Oh my god, how is this on Switch? Like all of the stories that matter. Did you know there's more Higurashi content coming out? There's a new girl who's not. It's sort of cleaver in the same way that Renner's cleaver is. It's more like curved and bulky.
I have no idea what you're on about.
There's a new Higurashi thing coming out. I think it's a pachinko machine, and there's a new character, and she's apparently gonna fight Okanogi, and that's apparently what everybody's going crazy about in the fandom right now. Just thought I'd let you know.
Why do people know that she's going to fight Okanogi?
Because there's like screenshots from the pachinko slot machine.
Okay.
So anyway, that's the thing.
Well.
That's the rumors. There's the rumors that are going around.
I guess we'll have to learn Japanese, then fly to Japan,
and play the pachinkos. Yeah.
And
lose all our money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Tell us in the comments if that's out by now, or if you know what the fuck is actually going on in that thing. Because I don't.
Or where we can get a machine and you can come play at our machine and we can make money off of you.
We can make money off of you. We can own the pachinko gambit. That'd be great, actually.
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's start a pachinko parlor.
I sure do love gambling.
Boy, it makes so much money. Okay, let's go.
The items donated for the auction were gathered at the Furude Shrine.
It's gotta be Keiichi.
So much
This has to be Keiichi fucking
I expected
perspective.
to see towels and old furniture, but there are way more things than that.
I even see TVs, refrigerators. These are pretty new too. What? What song? I don't know what song that is. What song was that? Is that something? Or you just sing in the background song? You just trying to like jive with it?
You fucking serious?
What?
You fucking serious
yes,
right now?
I don't know what you were doing. What were you doing?
Ben over here.
What?
It's alright. Everyone just tell Ben in the comments, if you know in the comments what that song was, and you can all go and enjoy it together in its full length with your headphones turned up, listening to one of the greatest guitar riffs of all time.
What? I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't.
It's alright, you're just going to have to find out.
Okay.
It is one of the greatest guitar riffs, if not the greatest guitar riff.
I can't wait for it to just
time.
be something that I'm super familiar with.
You probably are.
I just have no idea.
I nearly guarantee.
To be
you
fair,
are.
I am not trying to like replicate what you're doing. I'm just jamming along. I'm having a great time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it'll hit me later. These are pretty new too.
Impressed, huh? We got donations from the stores my family owns. Some of them were display products or leftovers that they just can't sell, but they're practically brand new.
All those stores that Yoshiro runs.
If you don't mind something,
Yoshiro.
If you don't mind something, a model. Oh,
it's a model behind.
Like a generation behind, I see here.
Like it's old.
They're incredible, right?
Seeing how Sunbleach the brand new sticker on these appliances are makes me feel kind of sorry for them. No, Sadako, that's actually a big selling point. Even if it's a little faded, people feel better using brand new tools than they do items someone else used.
They're antique. Meep. Youngsters these days sure are picky.
I get it, because you're 100 years old.
Because I'm a little girl and I'm also really only have lots of experience with stuff.
Is that how Rika's gonna talk from now on?
That's Gremlin Rika.
Talk like some fucking Cthulhian monster.
That's what happens when her skin turns totally green. It's not good. I don't really care whether it's new or not. All I care about is the price.
Renner, you seem interested in furniture. You thinking about living on your own or something?
I just really like furniture. Don't judge. Oh no, my dad and I were just talking about redecorating the house. Brand new furniture is expensive, so I've been checking out these recycled ones. I hope he doesn't just chuck them all out spontaneously like.
You're changing the furniture? That's quite a big deal.
Yep. My dad finally found a job recently, so we kind of want to make a fresh start out of it. Oh, that's precious. Your father, found a new job.
Rika-chan asked her. I was thinking the same thing. Did that mean Rena's father was unemployed until recently?
Yes, that's exactly what Rika was
That's what it
thinking,
means.
Keiichi.
Yeah, he didn't work for a whole year after he broke up with my mom. I was so upset. I was always telling him to go get a damn job already.
Rena explained that with her usual smile, so it took me a moment to realize how serious it was.
Yeah.
If what she said was true, her parents were divorced and she wasn't living in a very good family environment.
That's putting it very lightly.
Rena talked about it like it was
Fucking-
nothing.
Keiichi. She was not living in a constructive family environment.
Your mother and father broke up?
Oh my god. Yep, they got divorced in Ibaraki. That's why my dad and I came back to Hinamizawa. My dad couldn't get over the divorce for a long time though. He was always just sleeping or daydreaming.
Divorces and breakups always wound deeper the more they love their partner.
Uh-huh.
It's not really a bad thing your father was hurt so much.
As long as he doesn't go on a murderous rampage.
That's right.
As long as that doesn't happen,
We're just gonna
Shion,
skip
it's
over
gonna be
the fact
fine.
that Rena has clearly murdered 2 people already this arc.
Yeah, Rena, you're the one I was referring to. That's a romantic way to put it. Anyway, I eventually found out that he was spending a lot of money at the bar.
Is that what we refer to for pink-haired chicks these days?
The bar? This is the bar. Just thumbs at Rena. Yeah,
It's
totally.
Rena's wrestling name.
I'm the bar. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure there's actually a wrestling duo
The Bar?
going called The Bar at the
I
moment.
hope so. We need to have them on the show. I was shocked when I looked at our bank account.
Rena's mum is a famous designer. Their family used to make lots of money.
Damn.
So her father got lots of settlement money upon the divorce. That's why he was able to pay for their living expenses for a while. Perhaps that was why it took him so long to get back on track.
That's true. If he had more money, he would have had no choice but to work. He would have had no time to be depressed if he kept himself busy.
That's how that works.
It's tough leaving an ordinary pattern of life. It can really mess up people's cycles. I understand because I was that way for a while after I left the academy.
Staying at home like a hermit is the worst thing you can do. You're exactly right, Rika-chan. That's why I had a talk with him. We talked about his responsibility as the head of the household and as a parent.
You always look like you're fooling around, but you're actually the most reliable person in this group.
Damn right!
I'm impressed that you even spoke to your father like that.
It wasn't a big deal. I was shocked at first.
But then I presented him the seven-headed
Seven-headed
lover.
Rita. Yes, exactly. I found out that my dad would spend his money on the bar. As his daughter, it really hurt to find that out. And then, what did you do? Well, it was no good to think about it on my own. I just kept thinking in a negative way. So I spoke to Mi-chan about it.
All I did was listen to her. Rena was the one who faced her problems and came to the conclusion of talking with her dad about them.
Shush you, this is wholesome.
I didn't
Shut
give
your damn
her
mouth.
any advice.
This is not laughable, this is wholesome as shit, all of this.
But that was the important thing. Talking to people about your problems can calm you down a lot.
Can.
Is that so? If she overcame it just by talking to Sis, maybe her problem wasn't that serious.
It's not true, She-chan. Before I spoke to Mi-chan, all I thought about was how to hurt that lady, but I realized that wasn't a good solution at all. Talking it out with him was the important thing. So what happened after you spoke with him?
Rika's like, you fucking killed her, right? Please tell me.
Where's the
you-
murder? Where's the murder? There's gotta be one here somewhere, oh god. Well, we concluded that he wasn't moving on because of the money, so we transferred the funds to a different account and I took charge of them.
Is that legal?
I don't know.
I don't think that's legal.
I think she's underage for one thing. I don't know. Somebody tell me about the economic policies of Japan, whether a minor can take charge of their parents' money. Now my dad has to get an allowance from me every month, and now I control the household.
It's as though you're the parent now.
That's right.
Everyone else laughed along with Sadako.
Ah,
I wasn't sure if I should laugh, but I saw Rena laughing too.
Anyway, the money was keeping her father from moving on. As soon as he remembered the value of money, he stopped going to that shady bar and got a job.
good. It really was perfect timing. He was getting ready to pay the down payment for his lady's apartment, and that would have been a mess, a bloody mess.
Talk about it like it's nothing, but it's a pretty serious story. Your family could have been ruined.
Oh, that's true. If I didn't talk to Mi-chan and kept on thinking about it on my own, I don't know where I would have been by now. I think I probably would have tried to kill that lady. Man.
This is the point where I would leave this group of friends
I know.
and go find some
Boy, I
humans.
really wanted to kill that bitch, but I decided not to. Aha!
See, let's be entirely honest. If
Yeah.
I came into this conversation with no context in real life,
You would leave.
I would
You would turn around.
would
You
assume
would turn around and leave.
I would assume that Rena had like done some violent upheaval of the family, forcibly taken over the money.
Taken hostage of a parent, yeah. Like he's just hanging out at work. Don't worry about not seeing him around the house because he's at work and I'm taking control of his finances. He's going off spending money in another country. Don't worry about it. He's going on a holiday. Rena is a mastermind.
Jesus.
She is just extreme.
Rena laughed too,
Damn right she did.
But I saw something serious in her eyes.
The knowledge that she
It
killed
was
her
probably
father.
true that she once thought about murdering that lady.
She decided to be more quick. She's killing her
was
father.
his father, so
Oh my
that she
God.
could get money out of him. Knowing how short-tempered I am, I might do the same thing if that happened to me. I think she made the right decision in talking to me on instead of being irrational.
It's insane.
I'm impressed. It's not that easy to talk about your family issues.
I know. It took me a while to make the decision to talk to Michan, but that one dream changed everything.
One dream.
A dream?
Oh, hey, the music did stop there. I was like, oh, my headphones have stopped working. But no, Ryukashi just did the dramatic timing.
It's a dream. Yup. Every night in bed, I'd think about my problems, so I was troubled even in my dreams. In my dream, I thought about what would happen to me if I didn't do anything. I don't know if what I saw was my imagination or a prediction of the future. In my dream, I saw that lady living with us in her own home. My dad and I don't smoke, but there was an ashtray in the living room. The futon in our guest room was now hers. In the bathroom, there was a toothbrush and shampoo I'd never choose to buy. It was an unusual sight.
It must have been a very difficult and disgusting situation.
Yeah, it would be.
Sadako never told me, but I heard that she also lost her parents. I'd heard she went through a tough time when she was taken in by her aunt and uncle. Someone told me about that once. Sadako seemed to understand Rena's pain very well.
Yeah, it was a really disheartening situation. Eventually, I felt like I didn't belong there anymore, so then something urged me to kill her.
It sounds so realistic for a dream. Does it? Does it, Shion?
Shion lives that dream every day. That's all I'm saying.
What happened after that?
I realized I was a murderer. I didn't want anybody to find out about it, and I stopped trusting anyone. I spent all day at the place I buried her. I was afraid that if I left that place, someone would find out that I killed her.
That's a nightmare. I'm glad it was just a dream for you.
I don't know. I wonder if that was just a dream. I think I saw my future. That would have happened if I didn't do anything about the situation. I woke up the next morning shaking in fear. I even felt like I smelled a perfume at home. I wondered when that dream was going to come true. I was so afraid, and that pushed me to talk to Michan.
I remember Rena coming up to me and telling me she had a secret to tell me. I honestly thought she had gotten a positive on a pregnancy test for a moment.
Whoa!
I can talk about it like this now, but it was very serious then.
Michan is a really dependable person. She listened to me and guided me through a solution. Eventually, we decided that I need to talk with him face to face. Perhaps it wasn't just a dream. You're right. I think it was more than that.
Without that stream, it's possible you never would have spoken to me on. That could have changed your life dramatically.
Just a little bit.
A dream, huh? Huh? You have dreams too, Shion?
No!
Shion had said something in a small voice.
Oh,
Only Mion picked up on what it was.
precious.
I don't know what she said, but based on Mion's reaction, she must have said something serious. By the way, Shion usually went to school in Akinomiya. However, she'd been coming to the school in Hinamizawa lately. I didn't know why she chose to come this far, but she seemed to be having fun taking care of Sadako. I had no idea what brought Shion and Sadako together. Wait, weren't they on bad terms once?
Definitely not.
Huh? Is that true? Were they always that close or not?
Kid, you need to get your timeline sorted out, dude. Now I know. It's important to talk to other people.
We'll have fun in a normal way. We'll laugh together in a normal way, and we'll fall in love in a normal way. We won't doubt each other. We'll trust each other.
It's the one.
Wow, that's a really familiar line. I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard it somewhere before.
My heartstrings. Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. I finally came to realize that.
You're right. You resolve not only your family issue, but you also realize the importance of friendship.
Yeah. If anybody is troubled by something, I want to help. I really do. I want everybody to think that they can talk to me about their problems. Me, Rena is saying something very important right now.
Rika-chan is right. We all nodded at her, joking around.
Without joking around.
Oh, sorry.
The absence of joking.
I see.
Everyone's being very serious right now.
A moment later, we heard someone locking the door. We were all surprised. The person didn't mean to lock the door.
Who is it?
She must have locked it by accident, not knowing that it was already open. She turned the knob thinking it was now unlocked. Huh? Is anybody inside?
Is anybody inside?
The lady knocked on the door. I could hear several other people outside the door.
Who is it?
Oh, sorry, let me open it.
Yan replied in a loud voice and walked towards the door. I heard her greeting the ladies from the town council.
Hey, will you guys lend a hand?
What is it? I immediately saw why Mian called us over. The people from the village committee had brought another donation. It was an old cupboard. As I walked it through the door, I realized the Higurashi were starting to cry, taking over from the cicadas.
Which are distinctly different.
Very
things.
distinctly different.
Very different. Oh, I heard you're going to host the auction, my American. Everyone thinks you're the best man for that job. We're all looking forward to seeing your showmanship.
Oh, I'll do my best, but please don't expect too much from me.
Sure, you say. You're here today so you can come up with an idea of how to sell these items. They have every reason to expect great things from you.
I'll make sure I'm at my best then. The other ladies smiled and told me they were looking forward to it.
Damn right.
It hadn't been that long since I moved to this village, but even these people offered me a position of huge responsibility during the festival. So you could say that they've accepted me as a member of the village. I caused so much trouble where I lived before that I couldn't even go outside, but they're accepting me as a member of the village. I was so happy. I felt bad that I still hadn't learned all of their names. But I was going to do my best to entertain the villagers who were supporting me.
Oh. Oh, what are you going to do now, Mion-chan? Are you staying here?
No, we're going home now, right, Kei-chan?
Yep, I got a good idea of what we have here. I should be fine now.
I'm not interested in Watanagashi, but I do still want to see his auction. Maybe I'll come to the festival too.
Wholesome.
You absolutely must be there, Shion-san. It'll be great fun if we hang out together.
I disagree. She lives in Akinomiya, so she should go to the festival there.
She'll make this place very unfun. I think She-chan should come. I think Me-chan will prove entertaining if she does.
Yeah, because Mion's always really boring
It's
by
true.
herself.
Generally, not an interesting person. As soon as she gets here, though, she lights up like a firecracker.
Oh, since most of us wanted to be here, it's decided that she is going to come.
Get wrecked, Mion.
Yeah, you've been overruled.
You hear that,
100-year-old
sis?
girl.
You'll be in my shadow on the day of the festival, but let's at least be nice to each other.
See, it's clever.
I hate you, Shion. I hate you, Shion. I hate you, Shion.
Whatever Mion says, I know they're actually close. The more Mion tried to refuse her, the more it was obvious how close they really were.
Right, let's go. Make sure you get everything. I'm turning off the light now.
We made sure that we didn't leave anything inside and we left the room.
Nice.
And then Rena turned the light off.
Oh no, and then she's in the darkness.
I looked around the shrine grounds while Mion locked the door.
with murder inside.
This big place will be filled with people on the day of Watanagashi.
Oh no.
These grounds are going to be the site of the festival. Man, I can't even imagine the crowd. I'm really looking forward to it.
There's going to be a lot of stalls and it'll be packed with people. You'll be surprised, I think.
I'm just gonna give this line at the top here, Ryukishi repeating himself.
Okay.
Just wanted
I'm okay
to.
with that.
Just wanted to. I didn't want to let it slide, you know.
Okay. Don't want to let him slide all over you. I get it.
Exactly,
It's all good. It's all good.
I wish they'd quit being stingy and hold something every season instead of once a year.
That reminds me, there is someone who visits every season.
Who?
Oh, who are you talking about?
Oh, I know who you mean. It's that photographer I met the other day, isn't it? What was his name?
You know Tomitaki Flash, Keiichi?
That's right, it was Tomitaki-san. I met him on my way back home. Runner and Mion told me about him. Despite his burly frame, he's a fairly modest guy.
Despite his burly muscular frame,
He comes here every year to take pictures, right?
he's a real gentleman.
That is what he claims, at least.
Aha.
Whenever I see him, I feel like Nagashi is close by. And after Nagashi, it's the beginning of summer.
That's true, but the cicadas are already crying because it's gotten hot early this year.
I heard on TV this year is unusual. It's something to do with this thing called global warming.
What's that?
I love a bushfire season. Australia is burning.
The show is literally on fire. You know, I got evacuated from my house a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
It was great. They were like, yeah, there's a fire like 5 km
There's
from where
a
you live.
fire out of control.
Yeah, an out of control fire at like the red level, which is like the severe level. And there were spot fires potentially going to happen, which is when like the embers, they go like 5 kilometers from the fire that is already burning, and they just land on your house and set it on fire. It's great.
Yep.
I'm alive though, but I did get evacuated. It was great. Good fun. Good fun fires. It's alright, nothing was burned. My house is safe. We don't have any pets. They're all potentially safe. Nobody was hurt, as far as I know.
I agree.
Nobody that I know was hurt. Anyway, bushfires, cut this.
No.
Yeah, I agree. I like the different climates of the seasons.
Except for bushfires.
Cool summers and warm winters disappoint me.
Damn right.
We gotta be as passionate as the hot summer too. How many of us are going to be there at the festival? It's gonna be a battle of the 6 evils.
Oh, damn.
Once again, we'll have a great Watanashi this year.
I agree. I hope we'll have lots of fun.
Hey, Rene, don't you know, when Rika-chan says something like that, it's not just what she hopes for. It's a prediction. If Rika-chan is telling us that it's going to be great, it really is going to be great.
Yeah.
That's our fate. Right, Rika-chan? What do you have to say about climate change, Rika-chan?
Me, I think it's very bad. Yes, that's our fate.
Fuck,
Nipa. Climate change is our fate. Nipa.
Her smile assured me that the day of Watanagashi was going to be a great one for us.
Me.
Oh, but Felix, we have bushfires in Australia every year.
Not this bad. Not this bad. No. They literally put up
It's
the
not
warning.
even fucking summer yet!
It's not summer. They put it up to catastrophic levels, which I found out isn't a proper rating. It's just anything higher than what we can normally measure is catastrophic.
Yes.
It was 10. It's off the scale. It's like an 11. Or how high does the Richter scale go? I don't actually know. Point is, it's higher than that. It's higher than that, but for bushfires. Catastrophic.
I'm pretty sure the Richter scale is actually like a mathematical thing where it's
Oh,
like
is it?
exponential, so that's a bad example.
Okay, that's a bad example, but it's, normally you rate something like a 1 out of 10. This is like a literal 12. Like the government said, it's a 12.
so bad that
know?
we had to invent it because it happened.
Yes, that's exactly what's happened. Anything higher than the worst, that's what this is. Catastrophic. Mass hysteria.
The auction won't be starting right away, will it?
I would have said rain falling out, but there is no rain.
No, there is
There was
no rain.
There was 0% chance of rain on that day, which is like nearly impossible. Anyway. Fires!
Oh, it's going to be right before the ritual dance, so we'll have plenty of time to hang out together.
At least there won't be any fires in the Watanagashi.
That's right.
Indeed.
Indeed.
It's your first festival. You deserve to have fun.
Yeah.
After K-chan's auction, we get to see Rika Chama's ritual dance. Sounds good to me.
No sneaking off this year.
Oh, that means I don't get to see Keiichi the whole time. I have to stand by for the dance.
You're going to be in the show too, Rika-chan? What's this? What is this dance all about? Are you going to do something traditional because you're the shrine maiden?
I mean, yes. There's a dance and a ceremony for paying respect to the carton inside the futon. You should root for Rika-chan too, Keiichi-kun. You see, when Rika-chan dances in a shrine maiden outfit, it's just so cute. Oh, I've taken her home with me.
I've never seen a real shrine maiden before. I'm sure Rika-chan really will look adorable.
Damn right.
I was looking more and more forward to the Watanagashi festival.
Me too. I'm really excited to experience this emblem of culture.
Rena, Mion, Shion, Sadako, Rika-chan, and I.
The 6 evils.
The 6 of us will definitely have a great time there.
Just one more and we'll have 7
How many
sins.
more days did we have?
Who knows?
I've never been this excited about a festival in my life.
The 6 deadly sins, together at last.
Who's the 7th?
Hanyu, obviously.
Of course.
This is a joke. Because Hanyu's there too. She's like a little ghost girl. Alright, speak of Hanyu.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the actual devil.
The literal, actual, real
She's
life
so evil.
devil.
Sadako's snoring sounded so subtle while I stood by the window.
Sadako?
You could at least make like a snoring noise or something. I guess she's dignified. She wouldn't snore. She'd just go, like you. I could tell that she was sound asleep.
She snores so cutely.
Hanyu laughs and tries to poke Sadako's nose. I looked up at the sky. Nothing was different about the moon, but the moonlight seemed warmer than usual to me. It's okay. Look, I'm gonna learn. It's gonna happen.
Rika, you seem to be in a good mood.
Yes, I think I am. I realized it only after Hanyu pointed it out. I really was in a very good mood. Otherwise, I wouldn't be enjoying the view of the sky on a humid night like this. I felt like bringing a toast to the moon, a literal piece of toast, so I looked for one in the kitchen. As I rooted around the back of my closet, Hanyu spoke to me, sounding noticeably upset.
I hate it when you're happy, Rika.
God, you're just the worst.
Rika, don't you ever... Rika, don't you even think about drinking?
I deserve it, just for tonight. Hanyu doesn't like alcohol. If I drink, Hanyu will also taste it, so she always complains when I try to drink. That's why I usually drink only when Hanyu is far away from me. Of course, she'll know right away when I do, but it's too late by then.
No, you can't. You're too young to be drinking.
It's my body. I'm going to make my own decisions.
No, I hate alcohol. You can't drink.
I don't want to fight with you tonight. I'll dilute it with orange juice so you can handle the taste. Is that a deal?
Oh, that's not the point. I hate being drunk. So you can't drink.
Hanyu jumped around and complained. She was making a lot of noise right where Sadako was sleeping. Stop that. You're going to wake her up.
No, I'm not. Remember, you're the only one who can hear me. Blah.
Oh, just who do you think you are? I went to the refrigerator and took out a pack of orange juice and the spicy kimchi I typically use for her punishment.
Oh,
Let me ask you a question. Would you prefer if I ate this spicy kimchi to punish you, or drink a sweet orange juice cocktail while enjoying this beautiful moon instead? Hanyu clenched her lips while jumping up and down, ready to burst into tears. She should be disciplined for being that noisy, but she never has been since I'm the only one who can hear her. Besides, she's like air, so I can't even give her a spanking. Hanyu loves sweets, but she really hates spicy food.
Rika, would you stop jumping around?
Sadako woke up suddenly and I had to hide my glass in a hurry. Sadako doesn't know about my drinking habit.
What time do you think it is?
Sweet baby Sadako. She fell asleep again after speaking. See? She was bothered by you jumping around like that. You nighttime nuisance?
wow.
Just like I'm the only one who can see her, I'm usually the only person who can hear the noise she makes. However, that's not the case all the time. Hanyu does exist in this world. Sometimes people who can actually hear and feel her existence. It doesn't happen too often, and most people think that they just heard some random noises. Based on my experience, people who are in a critical condition like Sadako tend to hear her more often. When I say critical condition, I mean who reached the L4 stage, as Irie would describe it. At that stage, there's nothing that can be done anymore. They will feel the existence and hear the noise of someone that they can't see that would really mess with their mind. Hanyu stopped jumping up and down and gave up as I started pouring alcohol into my glass. I wasn't drinking because I want to be mean to Hanyu. In fact, I always wished she would enjoy it too. I poured only a little bit of wine inside the glass and diluted it with plenty of orange juice. In fact, this cocktail is pretty much just juice. I also put some crushed ice inside the glass. With that, it looked like a real cocktail they serve at the bar. See, Hanyu, it's very diluted. I licked the edge of the glass to see how she'd react. I guess it's not that bad. Good. I'll be drinking this tonight. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore, alright? Hanyu has been scared of that kimchi punishment for a while. As I put it back inside the refrigerator, she seemed relieved. I took the glass and headed back to the window. There was no breeze, but it seemed a little bit cooler. Hey, Hanyu, do you feel that something is different this time? Are you talking about Keiichi and Rena? Shion too. Everyone remembers a little bit about their past. They seem to be using those memories to avoid their fatal mistakes. I don't think it would be that surprising if this was happening individually, but I find it very strange it's happening to everyone at once. I know I often use board games as examples of fate, but I feel like this is the same lucky chance as rolling all 6s on 3 dice. I think that's a good way to describe it in the sense that we're starting closest to your desired future. But I don't think this is the miracle that you've been waiting for. I knew what she was trying to say. She was telling me not to expect too much. The die is designed to have 6 sides. It is not a miracle if I roll it and get a 6. A true miracle is when I roll it once but get a 10, just like what happened with Keiichi in my previous life. In other words, a miracle is something that would normally never happen. Keiichi gave the doll to Mion, Rena spoke with her father, and Shion started taking care of Satoko after remembering her promise to Satoshi. That was all because they had those intentions somewhere in their hearts. It was only a side of their die that was engraved there already. But still, even if you couldn't call 3 dice rolling this well a miracle, it did mean good fortune. I'm sure it was God's way of celebrating you finally feeling motivated to change your fate. I thought you were one of the gods. You only treat me like a god when you're trying to tease me. I was just kidding, don't get upset. Anyway, that's why I'm in such a good mood tonight. I lifted up the glass of orange wine and gave a toast to the moon. It tasted like nothing but sweet orange juice. It was funny to see Hanyu making a happy face as I took a sip. I wonder if I can escape the death of 1983 this time. If our goal is to escape from this board, then I don't think we'll ever have such a fortunate start again. No matter how hard I tried to prevent things from happening, there were some things I could never control. It's such a huge letdown when that happens. Even after trying so hard, something renders my efforts infertile. I'd probably been wasting my time for so long because I was trying to escape from that pain. For the first time in my life then, I've been blessed with a favorable situation. Everything seemed perfect in this world. There's no reason for me to be depressed. It's like the weather is perfect and the wind is blowing in just the right way. If I failed to put my ship out to sea, there was nothing to pin the blame on. I understood what Hanyu was trying to say with the concerned look on her face. If I didn't escape my death under this fortunate situation, I'd have to accept that my fate wasn't something that could be changed. This is an ideal world where all of my friends overcame their problems. I was always in a depressing world, but this time, all the pieces of the puzzle matched. If I couldn't change my fate in this world, then it was proof I couldn't change it in any world. That was the ending that I've been afraid of for a long time. The loss of hope, and the death of my soul. Of the pair of us, I was probably the only one who would die. Hanyu will most likely remain there, even if my spirit disappears. She must be afraid of being alone after I lose myself. That's why she's telling me not to expect too much. I bit down on an ice chip inside my mouth. It was pleasantly cold. Hanyu, I know we've been over this many times, but I want you to think about me again. Sure. You want to know why you're being murdered in 1983? Yes. A strong will becomes fate. That means that the reason I get murdered this year is because of someone's strong will. I think you're right. Who will benefit from killing Rika Frude? If that person has a strong will, there must be a clear motive for them doing so. It might sound odd coming from me, but I think most people like Rika Frude. I don't think any villagers would have the motive to kill me. The people who live in this village are all fond of you. Thanks to you.
Oh, wow.
I'm just showing you my appreciation. Anyway. We now know that the Sonozaki family is not the culprit. I have no idea who else would want to kill me.
You know, this village is supposed to be the safest place in the world for you.
You're right. It's supposed to be. There are plenty of people who would protect me here. It's ironic. For a long time, I've been refusing help from all those people who were trying to keep me safe.
Rika, I think we should rely on Irie.
People in this village love and cherish me, but no matter what, they never save me when I try to escape the fate of my death. I spoke to several villagers in the past, but they never believed me, and none of them saved me in the end. They probably didn't believe me because I had no idea who was trying to kill me or what their motive was. If I'd explained that, people might be more accepting of my story. But there's nothing I can do about that. No one would believe a little girl saying that she's going to be killed without rhyme or reason. All they think of me as is the reincarnation of Oishiro-sama and the leader of the Furude family. They do cherish me, but they won't protect me with their lives. On the other hand, Irie and his people are totally different. They realize how special I am, and they would try to make sure that nothing happens to me.
This is one of those moments where, where we take a nice long pause, think about how far we've come, and realize how wrong we are.
Yeah. How are you wrong?
No, I mean Rika.
Oh. I see.
It's like the old hide on the senses trick, you know?
Yeah.
The one place you're not going to look is where you already are.
It's true. It's right. It's a good thing Irie is such a good friend, as well as Takano. If I confessed to them that my life was in danger, I'm sure they would do their best to prevent it. They have all the means to protect me from a violent end. However, none of it really worked in the past. It's not that they're unreliable. It's because Takano, the one responsible for protecting me, also gets killed on the same day every time. In other words, asking for her help is completely useless.
Why is Takano responsible for protecting her?
It's a good question. So we'll find out. Felix, you impatient person. He's very reliable, but she also isn't. It's ironic that I'm the only one who knows the reason why they can never save me. I wonder if that's the murderer's plan. Tomitake Flash and Takano get killed because they're my guardians, then I get killed after that.
Oh, I think Takano's death is definitely related to your own.
If it's the same fate, I mean, if the same suspect is killing them for the same motive, I might be able to alter my own outcome by preventing their deaths.
Oh, I don't know if you remember, but we've tried that once before.
The deaths of Takano and Tomitake Flash mean the loss of my protection. Because the two of them die, the suspect is able to kill me. That's why I've tried to prevent their deaths somehow, but they never believed me. I tried so hard to persuade them, but they didn't listen. I eventually gave up and just thought of their deaths as fated to happen. It's the same hopeless feeling I used to have toward my parents when I was able to go farther back in time. When I found out that death was inevitable, I lost interest in them. After all that time had passed, I forgot how hard I used to try to prevent my parents' deaths.
But besides, I thought you hated Irie and his people.
Yeah. They look at us as nothing but their guinea pigs. I support them so I can help Sadako, but it disgusts me to think that they're only using me as a test subject. I've been resenting Irie for that reason. Still, I should try to get closer to him. After all, he's the only person who understands how important I am. He's the main person I should be talking to, and he has the most potential for protecting me. I can't avoid seeking help from him just because I don't like him. I've asked him for help several times before, but Tomitake Flash and Takano get murdered even so, and it ruins everything. After their deaths, Irie panics and becomes useless, and that's why I gave up on seeking help from him. But in this world I've been blessed with a positive situation. I will never have as lucky a start as this again. This is the best chance I'll ever get, so I should give it my best shot. I really don't like him at all. But he's not a bad person. I should respect him more. He's serious about helping Satoko, and he's not as much of a mad scientist as I'm inclined to think. Takano is a strange person too, but she's also someone who can give me support. She thinks I'm only her guinea pig. That's why I don't really want her help. Tomotage Flash is more reliable than Takano, but the biggest problem is that he only visits his village a few times a year. On top of that, he always dies before I get killed, so he can never help me. However, they really are the people I should be talking to. If I can change the fate of their deaths, they should be able to save me from my own. It's possible that the only reason I lived until 1982 was because of their effort. I'm going to approach them once more and do what I can to try and save them. Oh, don't worry, I expect they'll be murdered anyways, so I'm not getting my hopes up. So I'll be fine, even if this hope's betrayed.
Oh, you're such a cool girl.
And I chuckled at her comment. If they can escape their fated deaths, then I'm sure they'll greatly influence my own destiny as well. And this time I'm going to try talking to them with the assumption they'll still be killed. In short, I'll talk to them about how I'll be protected from my coming danger after they die. If they issue such orders, then maybe the guard around me will be strengthened after they do. The protection they provide is probably the highest standard of security I could hope for, yet I lose that the moment Tomotage Flash and Takano die. So I never have their protection after Watanagashi, and therefore I get killed too. In other words, that's it. Whoever possesses the strong will to kill me actually just wants me dead. Yet, so long as those two are alive, there's tight security all around Hinamizawa. That prevents the killer from getting to me. So, to kill me, they must first kill Tomotage Flash and Takano, the heart of that security. Then my protection falls away, leaving me exposed. The more I reason it out, the more I realize their fates are connected to mine. Thinking from that point of view, my destiny becomes inescapable the moment I abandon them to die.
You should know what you have to do first, then.
Yes, I have to think about saving their lives before thinking about mine. It's kind of ironic. I gave up on them because I was more determined to save my own life, but I finally came to the conclusion that I have to help them first before helping myself. But there's something I still don't understand. Someone with convictions this strong is trying to kill me for some equally strong motive, yet no matter how often I debate it, I can't think of anyone who'd benefit from my death. Not only that, but there should only be people who'd want to protect me. Especially since they would do anything to protect me in the present environment. They even eliminated my mother. To be perfectly honest, I don't even care about her anymore. I never got along with her, and she's the one who took my father's death the wrong way, making a huge deal out of it like she did. She got what she deserved.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What? Are you real? What? What are you looking at? What are you interested about? They eliminated my mother.
I thought she was just saying that the people who would try kill her tried to kill her mother as well, but the further that went on, the more it seems like it's saying that the people who are protecting her killed her mother.
That would be weird.
Which is very strange.
That would be very strange.
I mean, like, obviously if she's saying Takano's protecting her, then it makes a lot of sense that it's Takano in both instances.
Well, it seems like Rika has some idea of what happened to her mother.
Yeah, that was what called
It doesn't.
for God more than anything else.
It's such a good line. I'm a valuable guinea pig for them, and I can be a bomb too. No one benefits from making me explode. There's only disaster awaiting them if that happens. Lots of people will be lost, and nobody would gain anything from that. Unless they just want to watch the world burn! Rika! According to Takano, my death will be like the eruption of a volcano in the middle of the village.
Goodness, how strange.
I'm not interested in what happens after my death, but they're really concerned about it. They're watching me every day to ensure that I don't accidentally hit my head on the corner of a block of tofu and die. It's fair to say that they are here in order to prevent the eruption from happening.
Rika really knows a lot more than I expected that she knew, and I thought she knew more than she was letting on already, so...
Yeah, she knows a lot. She just, like,
this
knows...
This is a bit nuts.
She knows everything.
This is a bit nuts.
She knows everything except who kills her, it seems like. Like, yeah.
Making Rika seem really fucking stupid.
Hey, I didn't read that line! I'd be suspicious of them if they were going to benefit in some way from my death, but as everyone knows...
That can't possibly be the case.
It can't possibly be the case. My death would create nothing but a disaster. They're benefiting from my being alive right now. Perhaps it's not about gain, but about a grudge. Maybe someone has a strong grudge against my family and kills me, not knowing that I'm like a bomb to this village. That's why I was suspicious of the 3 families, especially the Sonozaki family. However, after observing them in numerous worlds, I feel that's not the case.
Has Rika stated that she knows that the gas disaster doesn't happen after when Shion kills her?
I don't know. I don't know that she, like, knows what happens after she dies, dude.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, I didn't think she did.
I feel that way in several lives, but it had always had something to do with that incident with Keiichi and the doll. It's clear that there's nothing going on between the Sonozaki family and mine.
Well, in that case, it must be some religious fanatic.
If it's not about profit or a grudge, it might be someone who's secretly a deranged cultist.
Man, if only there was someone that fit all of these categories.
I don't think anyone exists like that. That'd be like 1 in a million, dude.
Yeah, that'd be pretty far-fetched.
They'd be like rolling like 26s at once, like 24 of them or something, you know. We've already had a series of murders 4 years in a row under the name of Oishiro-sama's curse. Timing-wise, it would be somewhat interesting if I, the reincarnation of Oishiro-sama, were killed on the 5th year. I couldn't stand to be murdered for such a whimsical reason, but such a motive actually seemed fitting. Ironically, I would have to suspect Takano.
Ironically!
If that's the case. She's well known for being an eccentric researcher of local histories. She's only interested in the village's history because she already knows who I am. Well, there you go, that's the explanation. She's doing the research based on the notion that I am important, so she should have no reason to kill me. She would desire to keep me close to her as a research sample. It's hard to believe that she would kill her favorite toy. Or pet cat. She might be willing to kill someone who would try to harm her little toy, though. I will never find out no matter how hard I think. I just know that someone is definitely going to kill me. I don't care about anything else as long as I can escape that fate. No, I take that back. I want to escape my deadly fate. But I also want all of my friends to be happy, and I want the rest of my life to be happy too. I don't want to hide myself in the forest forever just to get away from my murderer. In fact, I've tried that once before, but I still met with the same ending. Living in the forest was a horrible experience. I think I was able to survive until July that time. That might be the longest I ever lived. I smiled bitterly and finished off the rest of the orange wine in the glass. I'd have to talk to Irie again. I don't like him, but his people are my only hope. It's getting late. I should go to sleep now.
Oh, I think so too. Good night.
I lay down and closed my eyes, but I couldn't fall asleep right away. Suddenly I remembered Rena's words out of nowhere. It was no good when I was thinking about it on my own. I wasn't thinking about it on my own, I was talking out with Hanyu. Now I know. It's important to talk to other people. Friends have greater meaning than I thought. You talk to them about anything, I finally realized that. After I asked Takano for help, should I also talk to Keiichi? I've told him before in my previous lives, but he never believed me then. Cut to murder. And murder. And murder. Okay, fine. There you go. That's the end of that chapter.
So, Takano's
Rika,
definitely the bad guy.
Why would you say that? That's insane.
That's, well, I don't know.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
I do like the twofold,
You and I.
the twofold thing there, where it's like on the one hand, obviously it's Takano because Takano's the one describing that it would end with the gas attack with Rika's death, and we know that it doesn't when she's killed by Shion.
Interesting.
But I like that also is masking it from Rika there.
Sure.
Because she doesn't know what happens after her death.
Yeah, she doesn't know what happens after she dies. It's a problem. Rika Furude always thought that there were 4 members in her family. She could clearly see all of us, her father, her mother, and me. Oh, it's on you.
It's alright, Ben, you can do it, I believe in you.
I know I can. You just gotta believe me.
She had no idea that I was invisible to anyone else but her. My appearance is a little different from human beings. I may otherwise look like a person, but I can't hide my horns. So it's obvious that I'm not human. I'd hoped that because Rika had seen me since she was a baby, she wouldn't be bothered by my ugly horns at all. And that hope came true. Just as chicks believe whatever they see first as their parent, Rika accepted me as part of her family as a matter of course. even though I have these horns. Rika and I have been close ever since the day she accepted me as her family member. I became closer to her than her parents. I couldn't even remember the last time I was able to communicate with someone. We spent all day together. But her family, especially her mother, denied my existence. Since her mother so strongly denied me, Rika and her mother became distant. Rika didn't learn certain things that many children learn from their mothers. That's why I taught her instead. It's kind of ironic how that made her mother resent Rika even more. Rika used to fight with her mother a lot about how she talked. I guess she picked up some bad habits from me. Besides the fact that she didn't get along with her mother, Rika was a pretty normal girl. She was just like Satoko. She loved running around in the woods and doing mischievous things. However, in June 1983, Rika's life was taken. All we want is a happy life for Rika. My power only allows us to search for the path leading to that. It's awful to repeat the same tragedy over and over again. Although it's devastating, we can still find happiness within this endless world. Rika Fruita's destiny is a tragic dead end, but I'm secretly enjoying the fact that I get to spend more time with her than what normal people can enjoy. It's not just Rika. They may not see or hear me, but being with Satoko, Mion, Rena, and Keiichi is also very fun. I can never be one of them, but I can still be by their side. There you go.
It's very interesting.
A little bit of snapshot from Hanyu there.
I'd kind of been interpreting Hanyu as like a embodiment of Rika's innocence.
Innocence, interesting. No, I really like that side of Hanyu that's like, maybe, because like, she's a ghost who could just like walk through walls. You think she'd have the ability to like figure this shit out by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there like a part of Hanyu that's like, maybe I don't want this to end?
I think that's definitely the subtext of that scene to some extent there.
For sure.
But at the same time, I think it's also more plausible that it is really just an imaginary character that's been like given life through the volume of experience that it's had with Rika.
Maybe. There you go.
Because like, as you say, if it was like a real actual proper ghost, it would know more things. And also everything that we've seen it say, like when Hanyu was in the clinic with Irie, and Rika's like, oh, what's going on over with the test? Hanyu didn't answer the question.
Sure.
Because Rika wasn't involved with the conversation, to my mind.
Sure. No, I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a plausible theory. Like, Hanyu isn't, like, a real actual ghost. Just, like, an aspect of Rika's character.
Yeah, but I also think that it's not the kind of thing that is, like, strictly meant to be answered. It's kind of more about the question to me at this point.
It's a bit floaty, as most ghosts are.
Like, it seems at this point that because it's been introduced so late, it will be, you know, inconsequential which way it is other than for your own interpretation.
Maybe. No, for sure. She's definitely not a very, particularly willful creature, this Hanyu.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, yeah, maybe we should just, like, give up and don't get your hopes up. Don't try too hard, you know. It'll just end in disappointment when, like, maybe it's trying too hard. It's going to lead to, like, a good outcome.
Yeah, and much with the same, you know, on that whole deal of things that are inconsequential other from your interpretation, the whole idea of, like, is the story written or is it a dream or whatnot? The idea that, like, you know, all of these alternate arcs are, like, different visions the characters have had of their future.
Sure.
And that, like, Hanyu is the catalyst for it is maybe an appealing idea there as well.
Maybe.
And, like, you know, maybe as a ethereal figure, Hanyu isn't capable of, like, seeing beyond what Rika sees, but because she's, like, more of a persistent character who's obviously youthful despite her age, perhaps, like, her ability there is to see and impart all of these different timelines so that other people can kind of, I guess, piece it out for her.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's Sonny's role. Support boys.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The ultimate support character.
It's very much thoughts. I don't think there's anything like concrete that you realistically could draw from.
I mean, we've seen so little of Hanyu so far. We're only like 4 chapters in.
I also just don't think that it's a thematic that the story is going to answer for us.
Yeah, maybe. So I have to find out as we continue. Higurashi no Naki Kurani.
Woo!
Minagoroshi! Matsuri Wen.
Before we finish this video, I did want
what?
to address. I pretty well fell asleep in the middle of that for a bit there.
It's okay. You'll get to reread it.
I will get to reread it.
I know you're
in
exhausted.
editing.
You're an exhausted boy.
Just to tell a story for the audience here.
Go for it. I'm gonna sit back.
My dear pup Sparky, who I'll put a picture of on screen, and by
He's
picture
adorable.
I mean a black space.
He's a good boy.
because he is the void and darkness incarnate.
We love him.
He woke me up so much last night that I can barely follow a sentence.
It's okay.
I don't even remember.
And you drove today. You're an
don't-
insane person.
Yeah, it was a
You
terrible
could have
idea.
killed
I
me
had
today
to,
in the
though.
car. You could have killed me.
I genuinely do not remember what happened the chapter before this, and we recorded it like an hour
It doesn't
ago.
matter. We'll learn together. Go back over it. Doesn't matter.
I'm looking forward to not being this delirious next time we record. I really hope I haven't just been repeating myself this entire past two videos.
No, I think you've been fine.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
I'm pretty out of it too, but I think you've been fine.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm driving this car right now. I'm driving this train of thought. This car of thought along the tracks.
Get it out of my house, Ben. I need
I like
to sleep.
being here though. All right. See you next time.
Next time.